Good afternoon. I am Jin Yao, a biomedical researcher and a health coach.
I'm Kim Bach, registered dietitian and specializing in functional nutrition.
Hi, I'm Heather Carpentier, and I'm a health and wellness consultant.
We have this live Dymo chat on Dymo Health Facebook page every Tuesday and Thursday. We talk about healthy nutrition and healthy lifestyles. Please follow us for more information later. As we said on Tuesday, those ongoing aches and pains experienced are the result of inflammation. Think of inflammation like a fire burning in your body, which obviously isn't good. We discussed what inflammation is, how it occurs, and what causes it to linger. If you missed that episode, be sure to go back and listen to the recording. Today, we are going to look specifically at foods that can make inflammation worse and thus make our joints hurt more, and some foods that lower those inflamed joints and help you feel better overall. Here is Kim to tell us 3 food groups that should be avoided if you want to reduce joint pain.
Thanks, Jean. And as you said, I had originally wanted to focus on 3 foods, but ended up that was pretty difficult. So really, I'm going to be having to look at 3 food categories. But I just want to begin by saying that even though Heather and I are each going to discuss 3 different foods or food areas, we want you to know that this is certainly not an all-inclusive list, but I would say that this is certainly a good place to start. So the first and worst category, in my opinion, is sugar. And I feel that this is the worst because it is so highly inflammatory, and it's because it is in just about everything that we consume. Therefore, it makes it really difficult to try to eliminate it. And it's not that we're so concerned about the natural sugars that are occurring, say, in fruits or in our dairy products, but it is those added sugars that are being put into a lot of the foods that we are purchasing. And again, sugar is providing us with really no nutritional value. It can actually aid in increasing cravings for more sugar. It's addictive, and it can actually accelerate the aging process in our cells. And that's what promotes that inflammatory response process. According to an article that was purchased in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, sugar-based drinks were found to be the major factors in increasing rheumatoid arthritis. So if your joints hurt, back off on those sugar-containing beverages. I think that would be a great place to start. The second food group on my list that can promote joint pain is try clicking again. There we go. Okay. Processed and refined grains such as white bread and rice and pasta, crackers, many of our breakfast cereals, and then those goodies like pies, cakes, and cookies. And this is because when we consume these foods, they quickly turn into sugar, or that glucose energy source for our body. And this is what causes a huge rise in our insulin levels. And this also causes an increase with this high rise in those insulin levels in these chemical messengers called cytokines. Now, the refining process of these types of grains is removing all those vital nutrients, the dietary fiber and iron and B vitamins, with many of these nutrients then artificially having to be put back into the food so they have some nutritional value. So to reduce inflammation, when you are selecting your grain choices, look for the word whole, W-H-O-L-E, when you are perusing through the list of ingredients. And my final not so healthy food category when it comes to joint health is inflammatory oil, such as corn and cottonseed, soybean, canola, safflower, trans, and those hydrogenated fats. And one of the reasons why these fats are so inflammatory is that they contain high levels of omega-6. And studies show that when we are consuming far more omega-6 fatty acids and not enough omega-3 fatty acids, that's what increases that risk of inflammatory disease. Now, these oils are also quite sensitive to heat, and that's what causes them to oxidize or break down, and thus that's what's causing the damage inside of our bodies. So these industrialized and equally bad rancid fats that we found in our processed and frozen and restaurant fast foods, salad dressings, margarines, non-dairy creamers, these are all things ideally we should start eating less of and try to work on eliminating completely. Now, Heather is going to provide us with some great fat and other alternatives that we can use in order to make better choices. So I'm going to turn things over to her. And by the way, Heather, happy birthday.
Well, thank you. I'm not telling how old I am though.
Happy birthday to you, Heather.
Thank you. Well, let's see. Yeah, can diet improve joint health? It most certainly can. And there's research mounting that when you change your diet to a fresh, whole food diet, you simultaneously start to benefit your whole body, not just those joints. It can be mentally, emotionally, but yes, those joints can change. So this can be a turning point in your overall health. As Kim shared, there are foods that can worsen joint pain, but on the other side, there's some that can help it greatly. So let's look at those. But so there's 3 foods. So we'll move to the next one. As far as the slide, there we go. First one is going to be fish. Now, Kim brought up the fact that we talked about omega-6. And yes, we want to bring omega-6 down. And she brought in, or talked about bringing up omega-3. So fish, especially these fatty fish, are going to be the ones full of the omega-3s. This is albacore tuna, anchovies, herring, salmon, mackerel, sardines. And they have a significant amount of omega-3 in them. And those have the anti-inflammatory properties. So the more that you can get in your body, the better. Quality does matter when it comes to your fish source. If you can get wild caught, that is best. That being said, farm raised, they can have antibiotics and some other things which can bring back up that omega-6. So wild caught, if you can afford it, and do the best you can with what you have. The next one is our nuts and seeds. They can provide a good source of minerals and healthy fats. Remember, we need fat in our diet. And I'm going to share Brazil nuts, especially, are a good example for a nut that can benefit our joints. They are rich in selenium, which is a mineral that blocks joint pain and nourishes that cartilage. So getting enough healthy fats from these nuts is great. But that being said, you don't want to eat nuts all day. It's very important that you eat the right amount. For Brazil nuts, that's about 5 as a serving, but 2 ounces is a serving of nuts and seeds. And what does that mean? 2 ounces, you don't want to weigh it all the time, about the size of a golf ball. So if you can imagine a golf ball, that's the size you need. And our third one is olive oil. Now, Kim brought up those oils that are not health promoting. Olive oil is one that is. It can be great for our joints. It contains a compound called oleocanthal, which exerts strong inflammation taming effects. So again, we want to bring food into our diet that brings the inflammation down. Purchasing extra virgin olive oil that is cold pressed will be best. And again, you want to put it in a tinted bottle, because like the bottles that Kim showed on those not good oils, most of them are clear. They're affected by heat and light. So we want to make sure we buy our oils in a tinted bottle. That brings down the oxidation levels. And so, because you don't want to eat or drink or use any oils that have been oxidized already. So those are my top 3 picks for improving your joint health.
Thank you, Kim and Heather, for your great information as usual. to help you improve not only your joints, but your whole body as well. And also to help you to manage your diet, Dymo Health is offering the Restart program, a 5-week class led by our qualified holistic nutrition professional, Heather. Heather, please tell us a little more about your class.
Thank you, Jean. All right, so basically what this Restart program is, it's a way for you to begin to invest in yourself. And if you think about it, you have a savings account, and if you aren't putting money into that savings account, it's really not going to grow. It's the same with your health. You need to start investing in it. And this Restart program is a great way to begin that restart of investing in you. It consists of eating real food. We're not going to be promoting any supplements, powders, meal replacement things. It's real food. You're going to have some real learning and real support. And what does you get for that? You get real results. So the Restart program is a simple, powerful way for you to take a vacation from that sugar we talked about and those other processed foods, because we want to have a vacation from them for at least this 5 weeks, and hopefully we can kick them out. And so then they're gone, and you will bring in all these wonderful nourishing foods that can nourish your body and invest in that. And like Jean mentioned, it is a 5-week program. And in there, we're going to do a 3-week sugar detox. And you think 3 weeks? Oh no, but you know what? You can do it. I know you can, because you'd have the support of the group and myself. And we'll also have an online support group there. So you can do it. So what I'm going to ask is, are you ready to invest in you? Because you are worth it.
So if you have interest, here is how you can sign up. Okay, you could go to Dymo Health homepage, which is www.dymohealth.com. Then scroll down to featured program, that is Restart Online Group. Click Learn More. It will lead you to the page of Restart program. Please use the coupon code DYMO to get 10% off. Class starts at March 8th. Space is limited. Sign up today to reserve your spot.
As usual, here are the references that we utilized in today's presentation if you're looking for more information. And in signing off today, please join us next Tuesday, again, what we're going to talk about is the use of leftovers and food safety. This was actually one of the questions or topics that one of our regular viewers posed, so we're going to address that for you next week. Also, if you have any questions or topics of interest that you would like us to discuss or talk about, please let us know. We're always looking for new ideas and topics that you are interested in. Otherwise, be sure to go out and get a walk. I've heard today it could even get into the 60s by the end of the week. So it's been a great week to get outdoors and get that exercise and fresh air in. And be sure, again, to sign up for our Restart program, which starts on Monday, March 8th. We'd love to also have you pass this information along to your friends and anyone else that you think could benefit from the program. So until then, have a great rest of the week. And with that, we say goodbye.
Thank you, Kim. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.